Alright. Hello everyone, and welcome back to something new. This is Anno, Pax Romana. Or, those who don't speak Latin, it means the Roman peace. Which was anything but. But it was a relatively stable period in Roman history, in case you're wondering. It was after the reign of August, or around that time, where they were basically stabilizing the Roman Empire, cutting short any rebellions, securing their borders, and that was the time when they were able to do their aqueducts and all their stuff that they were doing. Like relatively peaceful. Pax in this term doesn't mean universal peace, it means more like there were no Roman on Roman wars or like civil wars in this era. I wonder how well that translates into this. We at Serenity were playing Anno games before, but that was a different era. So I'm quite curious how that will translate into this one. We will see some of the tutorials. Everything should be a default, interface is on, keyboard preset modern, and we will see how that will work. Yeah, the interface is definitely similar to the previous Anno games. I think it was Anno 1800 that we played. They are already shilling their DLCs and all that bullshit here. And by the way, this demo is around 90 gigabytes, so this was probably the biggest demo I have ever seen in my life. Marcus Naucratius. Alright, let's play onboarding video. Yeah, onboard me on, Anno.
Hello beautiful people at Gamescom, it's finally your turn to play Anno 117 Pax Romana. My name is soleargng, I'm a content creator and a huge fan of the Anno games. I am so excited for you to finally see how it feels to play the game. I'm here to guide you through the Anno 117 Pax Romana Gamescom build and help you get the most out of your session. And so in the next few minutes, I will show you all the tools that you have at your disposal to build a great city, and then also give you some general tips for the game. So let's not waste any more time and get right to it.
First off, you can choose in which province you will lay the foundation to your future empire.
Albion.
For this Gamescom build, I suggest you start with Albion, as this is the first hands-on experience in which you can look at this mysterious new province. This will also be the province I will show you in this quick tutorial, although the same game concepts also apply to Latium. And so your journey begins. In classic Anno fashion, you start with a ship, a trading post and a dream. You arrive as a Roman governor to the mysterious new province of Albion. First off, you will need building materials, so wood and the woodcutter will be the first buildings you should construct. Search for a nice dense forest to place the woodcutter, and as soon as you see 100% coverage, you are good to go. In order for the wood to go from the woodcutter to the sawmill, you will need a street connection. For goods to then become a usable resource, you will need to connect it to a warehouse. But for now, the trading post acts as your first
diagonal
warehouse.
roads.
It will
They
take
are
time for your first
doing something interesting and improving.
Like in real life, production takes time. If you hold the production building you want to build near a street, you can also see the range at which the goods can be delivered. As a reminder, all production buildings should be in close proximity to a warehouse or trading post, but for an extra hint, keep related production buildings in range to each other. As you will need lots of building materials, I would also recommend to build yet another woodcutter and a sawmill to get more building material quicker. Now, these production chains also need a workforce to function and money to sustain them. Luckily, we have something that gives us both, and that is population. So, it's time to build the first houses. These also need a street connection. Also, for reasons I will explain to you in a minute, it makes sense to build more of them close to each other in a neighborhood-like fashion. Now that you have your first population, the inhabitants also have their own needs. After all, a well-fed population is a productive one. For your first population
They
tier
are
Albion,
eating
the way it
eels.
is, That means relying on cockle pickers or the eel grabbers. You can choose what resources you want to provide to your residents. Cockles alone are enough, but feeding them cockles and eels provides bonuses. Cockle production is pretty easy. You have to place it at the coast where the building has access to water. Next up though, we have the eel grabber, and here we encounter the big specialty about Albion, and that is its marshlands. Certain production buildings only work in certain places. Like the cockle picker needs water and the wood needs trees, the eel grabber can only be placed in the marsh. Here, buildings also have a specialty as they can only be connected by one tile. With both of the needs being fulfilled, it is now time to build some more houses. As soon as you reach 20 inhabitants, you unlock the marketplace and the bard's hearth. Same as with goods your people need, they will also need public buildings to be happy. These have a radius in which they fulfill the need of the people nearby. Also, they bring certain attribute bonuses. The marketplace, for
you can
example,
rotate them by 45 degrees. That's new.
But also boosts the population and income for each house in range. This system of buildings boosting certain attributes of all the other buildings in its reach is a core element of city planning in Anno 117 Pax Romana.
There you go. You can see the seasons here.
Puzzling. Now that you have placed the marketplace and the bard's hearth in a location of your choosing, it is time to build even more houses around your city center to further expand your city and unlock the next production chains. Now,
yeah, and eventually you can increase, upgrade those houses too.
Because the shoe weaver and the spinner building both boost the attributes of the surrounding buildings. So it is very profitable to build both of them near your houses to make use of this. But for them to function, you still need a reed gatherer and a hemp farm to produce the needed resources.
Oh, that guy looked like enjoying his job.
Shoe weaver and spinner, you can also build a warehouse nearby, which supplies them with the resources needed. The reed gatherer in turn needs to be placed on the marshland again. As soon as all the resources are gathered and the goods produced, you will have provided everything the waders need. And with all the foundations in place, it is now time to level up your houses. Now, another special thing about Albion is its Romanization feature. You can choose if you want the population to continue developing in the Celtic way, or if you want to open your population to the Roman way of life. Be warned though, for this Gamescom build your choice is permanent and you can only make it once per run. Now, after having chosen either way, the core game principles stay the same. You can build more production buildings to fulfill more needs and further your population. But keep an eye on resources, each tier requires something new. I only covered the very basics of how to start, but there's so much more to explore and many people to meet in Anno 117 Pax Romana. In this demo you will encounter other Roman governors, traders, uncover new items, unlock new technologies in the discovery tree and choose deities to worship. Now that we have the basics covered, I got 9 more quick tips before you start to make the most of your Gamescom Anno 117 Pax Romana session.
Whoa!
You can send your ship out to discover the beautiful map. This way you will also make contact with the other NPCs and traders. Beware of Voda, the leader of the Celtic resistance in this province, as they tend to be quite aggressive. While placing a building, you can rotate it by pressing the dot or comma button. If you would like to change the pace of the game, you can do so at any given time by clicking on the corresponding buttons in the bottom left corner. If you want to look at your creation in a different light, you can do so. Also in the bottom left corner of the UI, you can choose between different day and night times. On a side note, this does not affect gameplay, so don't worry about playing around with it until you find the perfect lighting.
Oh, nice.
Although the production buildings look absolutely stunning on their own, you even have ornaments which generate prestige when placed. You can choose them from the ornament menu and place them solely to make your city look even better than it already does. If you ever run into trouble or need a guiding hand, you will always find some helpful texts by your advisor Benbalion in the top left corner of the screen. Also, if a building is not properly working, it will display a red symbol which will inform you what the cause of the problem is. If you wish, you can place your villa, which will become your Roman home in Albion for you and your guests. The villa will be available at Tier 2 as an optional building. Don't forget to connect it to the street network to reap its full benefits. If you ever run into catastrophes in the second tier, you can build safekeeping buildings like the Vigiles, the Medici, and the Custodes. And last but not least, build a Grammaticus to generate knowledge and start using your discovery tree. Now remember, this is just a slice of the full game, and you only got a glimpse into an incredible world full of epic cities, colosseums, legions, and exciting new regions when the game comes out this November on the 13th.
And if you are in need of tips to master the game, feel free to follow my channels on YouTube, Instagram and Twitch.
Right.
For more tutorials and quick tips for Anno 117 Pax Romana.
Alright. We are feeling onboarded. Let's check into the game itself. We are halfway into the video and we have not actually done anything. We have Latium, Hungary Heart of Empire. Hungary, oh for a second I thought Hungary. That's a bit far away. And Albion, Wide and Distant Shores. Challenging experience. You know what, let's follow the guy's tip and try it out. Oh, look at this, one side is Roman, the other is Celtic. I like the artwork in this, this is very high quality. Not gonna lie, you can't even tell it's a Ubisoft game. But yeah, it looks pretty nice. Previous Anno games that we were playing were kind of similarly well designed in terms of graphics, and they were quite challenging. We were playing it with Serenity in a live stream, and I guess I kind of remember we both lost at the end because our population was having an issue. We had an issue understanding some parts of it, like when you are leveling up your villages, then you don't need to level all the buildings because you need certain buildings in a poorer level, otherwise you won't have anybody to do the poor jobs. So that sort of things.
By decree of the Emperor, you've been sent to Albion, the Empire's northernmost frontier, a land of mist, myth, and mud. Far from the marble streets of the Roman Empire, you'll find a world unlike any you've known. The locals wear trousers instead of togas, drink beer instead of wine, and prefer their alderman to you, a Roman governor. And yet, this mysterious place holds great promise. You will always be a Roman, so you can either govern like one or be a sympathetic leader, but a leader you must be. You can drain the marshes, lay down stone roads, and bring a touch of Roman comfort to these distant shores. Or you can embrace the local ways with bardic halls and mysterious deities. The land may be unfamiliar, of some the people unyielding, but the legacy you built here could echo through the Empire. So welcome to Albion. Your story begins here.
Well, took a while, but here we are. We can rotate, we can zoom. Oh, that's a nice looking ship. Look at these archers.
Is vital to the continued growth of our city.
This is nice. I like this. Some graphical issues here and there, but other than that, oh, look at this guy. How did he get this fat? We haven't even built anything. And she's just jamming out here in the next to the barrels. All right, let's look at our neighborhood. Marsh slot. Oh, what? Wow, I like this. Marsh slot. Quite curious what that slot means. But I do like this. Is it like a small island? Ah, yeah, it's a fairly small island. Ah, yeah, it's a very small island apparently. Mountain slot. Nice. I don't yet know what these slots are, but they look pretty good. What is this? Kinda looked like somebody was standing here, but it was just a tree. Alright. Let's do some business before the day is over. What we need is... You can find the timber production here. Alright, timber production 3. And we need a woodcutter, and we will also need a sawmill. And we need to put the woodcutter somewhere where wood is. This would be 100 there, and maybe another 100 here, fairly close to each other. And the lumber mill in, well, I want to say in between them. But I want to put it somewhere where both have access to.
The sawmill should be situated between trading post and woodcutter.
As I suspected. Dirt road. We'll pull the dirt road to here. And then move it down here. And, oh, hang on. Eh. Uh-oh. Hang on, I might have missed this one. I wanted to have a road from here to here. There you go. Road is done. And I can make one road going straight down here. And through here I will build a road. And hang on, can we make demolish? There you go. Yeah. Demolish. I want to demolish this section of the road. They are not required. And they are doing the warehousing and the wood cutting. Look at this. 2 of these ding-dongs. Their hair fell out already from all the heavy work. Yeah, but that is good. That is okay. Vader residence. What do we have here? A warehouse. Yeah, we already have a warehouse, so I'm... Wait, we don't have a warehouse. Let me put one in right here. And we have a Vader residence. That's probably like residence of people. Let's make a neighborhood of them. Right here. And it also means I need to put a road up. There you go. That's one neighborhood. We might need to add more, but we should be good now. What do you want? Cockles and eels. Thick-bodied and more nourishing than cockles, eels are worth more to the Roman who doesn't mind a bit of a gristle. Gristle. Sweet, delicate taste of humble cockle is enough to bring anyone out of their shell. I'd be honest with you folks, I like to eat a lot of interesting stuff, but I have not eaten any of these. Alright, let's do a cockle. That should be fairly good here, but I kind of need to put it right there. Cockle farm. And an eel farm that can only be put in the marshlands. Which... Hang on, there was something about me rotating it. There you go. And we can go back to construction roads. And we will make a long road. Can I make it through here, just directly drive it in here. There you go. Our cattle farm is operational. All is good, all is fine. And we eventually will need to look at our warehouse to see how things are. We are having wood, don't have any logs. Eels and other stuff are not yet done. We do have the ship here that we can send out to explore a bit. Sometimes they find stuff in the water, I think. Quite curious if this is the case. At least in Anno 1800 there were some stuff that you can pick up from the sea. Rix Moraes.
The wind is at our back.
Can I look into this? Hang on. Come down here, boys. This looks like a fog of war.
Shall be done.
Or it just goes under. Now it is revealing the fog of war. No, we are not actually... Oh, I thought we are only on that small island. But we are not. This is actually a larger map here. This is what the dude was talking about, discovering other factions. I'm pretty sure there are some warring Celts around here somewhere.
We shall. Moving there now.
I'm just doing random exploration in one direction. We might be able to do something with this. I remember in Anno 1800 you could discover other land masses.
We shall.
And you can basically settle on a different island. So if something is happening in your place... Uh-oh, my balance is negative. Land taxes -80. Production, building, infrastructure. We are good, but we are not that good. Wait, hang on, let me move you down here. And then we go back in our island. And we place down a few more houses. Tools, construction materials.
Fabius Gemellus Corvinus, Procurator. You must be the newest governor.
I am.
Mars knows we need help.
What is this? Wait, oh, it's a residence. This is what I was looking for. I wanted to make more residence. More residence means more people. And more people means more taxes.
If you're looking to trade, we'll have a proper talk.
Let me pull more this one. I absolutely like that their road passing is now going diagonal too. This game really improved since Anno 1800. I don't like their DLC models and that you need to buy 20 trillion things separately for it. They should just offer it as one single game. Hang on, is this... Oh yeah, this one was not even connected. Let me drive it up here too. We can put some decorations near here.
Best of both worlds, think about it.
Warehouse. Wader residence. Dirt road. Yeah, we don't yet have stuff, I think. Yeah, this should be good. This should put us eventually back in business. Hopefully. But I might need... What is this one? No warehousing range. How about now? Alright, so we are producing ale. Let me see. What? They might have a bit of an issue finding their houses, so let me put a few houses along the road here. Now everything should be ready and willing. 136, okay. We are still negative in balance. But that's alright. I'm pretty sure we can figure this one out. Island fertilities. It has a bunch of interesting stuff in it. Herbs, barley, dye, iron, copper, silver. Okay. We are getting good. Oh, I can actually tilt the map.
He could pull the cart himself with the ox in it.
Alright, let's look at what these guys want to say.
Where would souls want guiding?
Wader trudges by. Wader passes you, straining under a heavy basket of eels. He looks warily at your Roman clothes, uncertain at the sight of a toga, just as you are at the sight of his pants. Despite his burden, he stops and hails you as his governor. How do you respond? Seize his goods. I can buy... Oh, I don't have 400. Wait, I do have 400. I can buy his supply. I can buy his supply. Kyr Melot.
Glad such dilemmas don't fall upon me.
Vader blinks as if he can hardly believe his luck. He accepts the coins with quivering smile. Passers-by eye you with a mix of curiosity and approval.
Oh, aye, that's what I like to see.
Vader thanks you for buying. What the baldy wants.
Something for your consideration, Eri.
Some buildings can only be built in the marshes. Marshes are limited in space. Few buildings like the warehouse can be built on solid grounds or in the marshes. Okay. VIP. Wooden roads can only connect to marsh buildings at specific points. The orientation of the buildings is important. Is it? Can look like if you just put the road next to it, it works. Whoa, look at the Tokyo drift. Interesting. Okay, so should be good. This guy, select the tab of first resident here. And we can have public services, which is locked. Market and Bard's Hearts. We can have a market,
Public
and I think we should have
be
it
erected close to residences in order to meet people's needs.
Alright, let's erect it here then. That's what she said. And Bard's Hearth. I kinda wanna erect it somewhere here. Can I rotate? Yeah, I can rotate it, but I can't put it on the seashore. So I kinda need to erect it next to the other one. Look at that nice drawing overlay. I absolutely love this. It looks like a hand-drawn blueprint. Obviously it isn't, but I really like the way they were making this. Like you were actually planning it. And I guess I need to put some roads on it too. Hang on, the road. Because this is where they will go into. And the body has 3 other things. You do not have enough materials to build this. Once you have enough materials, you may complete construction by using the upgrade tool via the building panel. What does it need? Construct the building. Oh, it turns out I did have the materials for it. Cool. It feels like me on YouTube. People are booing left and right. But I do like the roasting pig here. And the horse. I like this. It must have been fun to make this tile for the game. And yeah, our Pax Romana. I need to take a short break here, folks. We reached the 30-minute mark, and I am quite sure that we can spend a lot more time in this. I might have one more video on this though. This is a demo, and every one of you can try it. I'll leave a link down in the description. And give this one a thumbs up if you liked it. See you folks in the next one. Bye bye.